Hi there, everyone. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon at the Rythmia Life Advancement Center. I'm Kim Stanwood, Terranova. I have the joy of sitting next to Marcy from Sarasota, Florida. She lovingly said yes when I asked her to please come join me on this couch so that she could share with you what occurred for her this week and where her miracle was and what she knows about Rythmia now. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy this beauty that I have the blessing of being with. Thank you for saying yes.
Absolutely.
Say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So how are you feeling today, this day, at this side of your week?
I feel amazing. I feel a stillness inside of me that I haven't felt since I was a little girl. And I feel love. I feel like my emotions came back because throughout the years, I think I've put up these walls just due to circumstances. And prior to coming to Rythmia, I was just filled with fear and uncertainty and kind of guilt. So many different things that I was filled with that I no longer feel.
So you left them here.
I left them here.
Okay, it was such a joy to observe you and be with you this week in class and watch that you would share with me like, whoo, I caught this with my relationship with this person. I caught this with my relationship with this person. And then yesterday when you shared with me, it's almost as if it's all coming back to your relationship with you.
True.
And what you know now. So you just explained it really well. Also, how about those relationships that you touched on with me? What would you know about the relationships in your life now that may be different because of everything you just expressed?
Well, I think that, let's just take work relationships, for example. I mean, I've been at the same company for 18 years. And so I've developed a lot of different relationships with people, some good, some a little fractured. But regardless of what the relationship is, I, have to be respectful, and I have to, be in compliance with what the company wants me to be in compliance with. And I feel like now I can see the good in everybody. Before, I looked through a lens of they're going to hurt me, or they're going to not like me, or they're going to say something about me, or they're really not on my team. I mean, all these crazy thoughts that come into your head,
stories that we carry.
And the stories that we carry. And now I see it for what it is. I see the truth. The truth is they're just people. They're communicating with me the best they know how.
Yes.
They don't have sinister thoughts. They don't have ill will. They're just doing what they do. And I have a better lens of how to view, those relationships. And I think I have a better lens on how to view personal relationships as well.
But the really great news of what you just said is I want everybody to catch is you just took it straight to, wow, in the business world. And often people can say here at Rythmia, like, Kim, this is great. All these tools are wonderful. I'm learning and growing, but can I really do it in business? And you just pointed straight to this stretch transformation of ourselves touches every area of our life. Yes?
That does. It absolutely does.
And not carrying those stories, how are your relationships in business going to be different when you walk in and know they're just people just like me, and I'm not any longer carrying the story there?
That's true. What got me here, if you don't mind me telling you.
Please do.
Is I carried around with me a tremendous amount of insecurity and guilt and kind of shame, and insecurities from previous personal relationships where the person wasn't faithful. And as I've moved forward in my life, I've become to trust nobody. I've come to trust nobody. And these, people that I deal with, whether it's my boyfriend or whether it's the guy that just redid my yard, I have no reason not to trust them. Right. But yet there's always that fear. There's always that thought that, oh, if my boyfriend doesn't call me, what's he doing? Well, he's not doing anything. But in my mind, just because I kept bringing those fears and those thoughts with me, I thought that something was going on. And now that I think my emotions have been kind of opened up and released and the truth has shown itself, I have no reason not to trust people. I trust my boyfriend empirically. The guy that did my lawn and redid my grass, he did a beautiful job.
I want everyone to catch that, to go from not mistrust, to now I trust him. That's huge in 1 week. That builds relationships, a whole new foundational piece with your beloved. Wow.
It does. And he was very supportive of me coming here. He didn't volunteer to come with me, but
never know when you're at home.
Yes, he may. You're right. But he was very supportive of me coming here because he knew that I struggled. He knew, and he had said to me, I'm not that guy. I'm not going to do anything. But I didn't believe him. And now, and now there's no reason for me not to believe him. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. Beautiful. And it was me. It was what was in me that was the problem.
It's mind-boggling to me at times still that each and every one of us has those pockets of when we catch the insight of, oh, this is my work to do. I keep pointing out thinking it's that person or this. It all, which is, of course, why the class I teach is the answer is you. Like, it's all us. It's when we come back to how am I moving through this? You changed that this week by really making it safe for you to trust your emotions, to trust your heart, and to trust others.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's super exciting, my dear. How did you feel about the whole program? How did you feel about the flow of our program from your evenings in medicine to breath work to class? How did you feel about all that?
Well, I would say from the moment that the fella picked me up from the airport, it was so professional and so nurturing watching the video in the van, talking to other people that are in the van. Because, of course, you're going to be a little nervous because you're not really sure what to expect, to talking to the people at the front desk and getting settled in and going through orientation. It's so well done. It's so dialed in. Everything is just dialed in. And when I say that, I mean from the classes that feed off of each other, to yoga, to meditation, to hearing the guest speakers who I thought were amazing, to hearing Ben speak, to hearing Todd speak, to hearing Dwayne speak. It really, it's the whole program. I mean, if you were to say, go drink ayahuasca in the woods without all of this, it would not be the same experience. It would not be the same.
The beautiful point of
it's
rythmia.
All tied together. And then, the food that you eat, the exercise that you're getting, just the mental stimulation and sharing with other people. And not everybody shares, but sharing your experience with other people is also impactful. But I would say the thing that I was most surprised about, and most as I was watching it unfold, I cried because I thought, how lucky am I to witness this healing? I witnessed people getting healed. I witnessed myself getting healed. But the actual ceremonies themselves are incredible. Incredible. It's hard to describe what you're seeing in the Maloka. It's hard to describe. I'll try. I'll just give you a few teasers. But first, there's this beautiful music that they play. And there's chanting. And there's smoke. They're coming around with smoke and fans, and they're fanning everybody. The atmosphere is very relaxing, and there are plenty of people that are helpers. So if you have any questions or anything like that, there are people there to help. But the music, the atmosphere, the chanting, I think everybody's a little bit nervous when they first take the ayahuasca. But after that first cup, it was easy breezy from the rest of the week on. It really was, because not everybody's experience is going to be the same. And again, there's enough support in the room, to help you through it. But as you get further in the week, it just gets better. And Thursday night was, for me, just a sensory explosion. It was so beautiful to witness just again, the music, the people. There were people. Some people were dancing. There was, a lot of healing going on all night. It was incredible, and I love the shamans.
Aren't they
I
amazing?
love them. They were amazing. Amazing, and so insightful. So the whole staff. I remember it was maybe 2 a.m, and I went up to I think her name is Rose. And I said, I'm struggling to get beyond this thought that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And it was almost like she was a psychologist, or so she gave me just, and it was like insight, like ask yourself the question, how does it make you feel? And once you ask yourself that question, then you can bring it back to, do you feel that way in everyday life? And when did you last feel that way? And the last one is, who did that make you become? Because you have to find out what the source is of making you feel that way, which is why you are behaving the way that you're behaving now. And how do you settle down those thoughts, and how do you kind of change what you're feeling inside to be more open?
Marcy, you described that flawlessly. Flawlessly. And I think one of the greatest gifts of Rythmia is, in my perception, that Maloka is filled with so many angels, and they're sitting in their chairs and they're dressed as assistants and shamans, but they're wise souls that hold the space to give you that information at that time.
That's true.
And it's different than any other place that we do plant medicine, because here there's such care while you're in the process. There's care and honor of your journeys, different than the person next to you, different than the other person, all vitally important.
Right.
And the wisdom that comes from them is uniquely different for each person.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Did you said you enjoyed the food. How about the spa?
I love the spa. They have a really nice gym. They have a beautiful cold plunge pool. There's a sauna room. There's a place where you can put volcanic mud on you. And I would say the whole place is a very healing and supportive environment. It's awesome.
Very healing and supportive environment.
And the other thing is, sometimes when, the next day you may not be whatever, you may be a little bit dehydrated. There's a medical center on site, and I love the fact that it's operational 24/7.
Yes.
So in the middle of the night, I needed a little bit of magnesium to go to sleep, and I went to the medical center, and they gave me a little magnesium pill so that I could go to sleep.
How beautiful! In the middle of the night, all of a sudden, 24 hours, you could go to the clinic.
Right. Or if you need electrolytes or a little bit of probiotic.
Yes.
Yeah, they're there to help you.
We have a staff of doctors and nurses that are here, is what is Marcy's expressing, at all times. Not only are they available when the Malokas in the middle of ceremony, but all night long. So, oh my goodness.
Here was the other thing that I was surprised at, is that Rythmia has no age boundary. So I saw people from their early 20s to their 80s, I would say. It was incredible.
Yes.
In their 80s.
Yes. We have some people come with their mother and father and bring them with them.
I saw a mother-son. I think I saw, was it sister-brother maybe? I saw, people traveling with family. I saw people traveling with friends. I saw people going alone. I came alone because I thought that would be best for me. But it's not a place where if you come alone, you feel funny, because there are a lot of people that are traveling as a single.
Yes.
I love the fact that you can do a shared room.
Yes.
Or a triple room.
Yes.
So you immediately make friends.
And how do you feel about the people here this week that you just spent with? What do you like? How do you feel about those relationships?
I feel like we're all connected.
Yeah.
I feel, what happens in the Maloka is not just your internal journey, and you are focusing internally to try to, figure out what your blockers are and things like that. But in that room, everybody is connected. You're connected through the music. You're connected through the chanting. You're connected through, the smoke. We're all looking, sometimes people would walk outside and look under the stars, and I felt like the energy, like we're all connected. And so now on our last day, everybody's hugging.
Yes.
Everybody's friends. Everybody's switching phone numbers. We're all joining the Facebook group.
Yes.
It's like a family. We all just got 79 other family members.
It's true
to enjoy life with.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I don't know how we could explain it any better. You just articulated that perfectly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
what would you say, just one more question, what would you say to anyone who's at home right now and they're thinking, okay, this sounds great, I'm still not quite sure, and they're on the fence? What would you say to them?
I would say I was in that same spot. Two of my neighbors referred Rythmia to me. I had never heard of it. And both neighbors said, life changing, life changing. And I was really struggling because I was in a new relationship and I didn't want it to fail. And I was a bit, apprehensive about plant medicine. But then as I read what it was about, I thought there's really nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
And so I would say, if you've heard of Rythmia, don't be afraid of the plant medicine. It is no big deal. And, they explain the integration to the medicine. They explain how the medicine works in your body. It's not the experience is not the same for everybody. So if you don't see what somebody else sees, that's fine. It's fine. You process it, different ways. But I can tell you that for sure something happens that doesn't happen outside of Rythmia. It is unbelievable, the pathway that it opens up inside of your body to where you can love again, and you're healed, and you feel good, and you have empathy again, and you no longer are afraid, and you no longer are anxious. And it's like you can go out and face the world and not have all that stuff that you've been telling yourself. So that was a long way, a roundabout way of saying, do not fear medicine. It is no big deal. So.
I love that. And you could love again and drop the anxiety and trust again and begin again. And one of the greatest gifts in life is we always get to begin again. Somebody says, I've just been, with everything I've been through, and we still have a body, we still get to begin again.
Right.
Thank you
You're
for being
welcome.
here. Thank you for this wisdom and the perfect way you articulated it.
You're
It's been an
welcome.
honor to be with you.
You're welcome. Can I say one more thing?
Of course you can.
About the Thursday night experience?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, as I said before, it is such an incredible experience because, again, there's 80 people in the room. There's probably 20 helpers. There's a band playing this beautiful. What kind of music is it? It's kind of, I don't know what you call it.
It's
but
medicine
it's
music.
It's medicine music,
amazing.
and it's very relaxing. All night long, the shaman on this particular night is healing us.
Yes.
All night long. From, what was it, from 6:30, 7:30 until 8:30
in the
morning.
Correct.
And trust me, the night flew by. It was not a slow night.
Which is true. You're shocked how quickly it goes.
It does go by quickly. But to witness the healing and to actually have the healing,
For
myself.
yourself. Yes.
As soon as, and I had several people praying over me and healing me, and they're waving fans, and there's all these different smells, and there's chants. And I can tell you, I felt something come out of my body during that when the shaman, worked on me. I felt something coming out of my body, and it was all that insecurity, like gone, and all that fear and all that mistrust gone, came out of my body. And I didn't, and I wasn't feeling that great because I'm thinking it was exhausting.
Yes.
To feel that. And I just remember, it was kind of getting a little bit dizzy. And he said, breathe, just keep breathing, just keep breathing. And I did. And once he got through with it, I kind of crawled back to my mattress, and I laid there and I thought, it's gone. It is gone from my body. And it was, it sounds hokey. It was not hokey. It was real. And it felt wonderful. And I was so appreciative because, again, they worked all night.
Yeah.
Healing.
I'm so grateful to hear this. It's gone, and you're never picking it up again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
having me.
It's been a joy. So as I said, I couldn't articulate it any better than this. This is what it's like at Rythmia. And to know that you come here, it's transformative, your life changes. And we have a beautiful integration program. I pray I get to see you on Tuesdays for our coaching call that will assist you onward. So once you're here at Rythmia, you're with us forevermore. And we're pretty grateful about that. All right, have a beautiful day. I'll see you next week. And I can't wait to see you at Rythmia. Ciao. And we're signing off.